Hello, my name is Richard Anthony Marca, and this is my CSC323 Homework 7, which is the Cloud Cab Event-Driven Dispatch. So we are supposed to simulate being a lead backend engineer for a new ride-sharing startup called Cloud Cab. And the previous architecture was a monolithic server that kept on crashing. And our job for this one is to decouple the system using PubSub and moving to an asynchronous service. And writers will need to publish requests to an central event bus. Different writers will publish requests to a central event bus, and different services will listen for specific events to dispatch drivers and generate receipts without ever directly talking to each other. And because financial and location data is critical, we need to enforce strict data schemas and guarantee messaging ordering so drivers aren't dispatched to canceled rides. And the drivers are going to have three tiers: economy, economy plus, and luxury, and should not get ride requests outside of their tier. So I created as much as I could. This is the bucket, the public URL, which should not open because access is supposed to be denied. We have the topics in PubSub, which are having some issues. And we have the files, and we have four separate writer files, 3 workers, and the receipt API, which has all the information that we were requested. Here's for the economy, so it only uses economy. Here is the economy plus. And here is the luxury dispatch. And here are the 4 writers that we're going to use for the 4 tests. So each writer number is each test. So this is supposed to be writer 1, which is supposed to be the initial failure. And if I try running it in Python, it actually shows that it cannot validate the message with any schema revision because field was not found. And the field that wasn't found was fair because that's the point. It wasn't supposed to be found. If I go to writer 2, you're going to see, let me move this out of the way real fast. You're going to see all 3 of these go out. And if I go to the one second, it should be here, subscriptions. Ignore this. If I go to the economy plus, or actually, let's start with economy. You're not going to see any messages because this should have economy somewhere. Here's economy plus, and here's luxury, and here is receipt, which does have some dead lettering. If I run writer 3, it's going to post 3 separate orders. And if I do writer 4, this one should be the dead lettered one. So if I go to write event messages, See if I go to receipt, messages, should show in the metrics that we've had several messages. Dead lettering should it probably is a little slow. Let me refresh, see if that helps it. I probably didn't set something up correctly, to be honest. Anywho, those were the 4 tests. It shows it works in console, so it should be working, but for some reason I must not have set something up correctly, so that is on me. But at least on the console, it shows that, especially for the, oops, especially for the first ride, it shows that it failed the schema validation. But these also should be working. It's just I am not finding the data popping up, and it could be because maybe my internet is a little laggy or something else. But anyways, that is it for this presentation. Been trying to troubleshoot this for a while. I even used Copilot to try to troubleshoot it, but I just was getting thrown in circles, and it at that point was doing more harm than good. So thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next one.